giving you an opportunity to get the full story from the people who tell it best. This is Mediacom News Leaders.
I'm Don West, and this is Mediacom News Leaders. Joining me now is Mehleena Maigi from the Lost and Found Grief Center. Mehleena, welcome to you.
Thank you.
We've done this once before, but remind everyone about what your organization does and who you serve.
Yeah, so Lost and Found Grief Center is best known for the services we provide for children. So we provide grief support services in a therapeutic, safe and supportive environment following the death of a parent, a caregiver, or a sibling. But recently we've expanded those services to serve more than just children.
And tell us about the expansion and what you do now.
Yeah, so we still are going to have our primary focus being children and families, but we've noticed that as society changes and families change, there's a greater need for adults to have services as well. So we now serve adults that are grieving the loss of a young adult child or a spouse of many years, and then we have groups for young adults, kind of that 18 to 30 range that have lost a loved one and don't really have the support that they would have if they were back home or they're in a new place with college and different things like that. And then we've also added some educational workshops that are just one night to serve those who have lost someone through perinatal loss, a suicide death, or an extended family member loss as well.
And how was it decided to add these services?
So when someone calls and they may not be a good fit for our groups, we still take note of what type of loss they've had or kind of what they were needing. And as over the years, we've noticed a trend that adults needed some additional support, that those different types of losses that need more intensive care, we could do something with our expertise to serve those individuals. So over the past few years, we've been trying to figure out the best way to support our community better. And so as an organization, we strive to be responsive to the needs of our community. So by adding the additional therapeutic grief support groups for adults and young adults, adding the workshops, and then we've also added individual counseling as well, it helps us be a more comprehensive grief center and to serve an entire family unit rather than just children and families.
And there is a group setting at times too, right? Not just individual.
Yeah, so typically if you come to Lost and Found, you're going to be doing what we call therapeutic grief support groups. And basically what that means is you're with other people who have lost someone of a similar role as you, and so you're not alone in that loss.
Indeed. You're at 1555 South Glenstone.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we're the giant gray house right across the street from Steak and Shake, and there's a giant heart sign. You can't miss us.
Been there for quite a while?
About 3 years this fall.
Indeed. What about the process of someone who needs your support, needs your help? What does somebody that just calls in, what do they do?
So when you call our offices, we will get you plugged in with someone we call a program coordinator. And what that individual does is they get some information from you about the loss, the person that died, and kind of the circumstances around that. And they find what services we offer that are going to be the best fit for you. And so it just takes a phone call and have some time to kind of walk through those details, and then we'll get you through the rest of the process.
And give us the phone number, the website, and how to contact you.
Yeah, so our phone number is 417-865-9998, and then you can find us on our website at www.lostandfoundozarks.com. Kind of a mouthful. Lostandfoundozarks.com,
yes. Right there. So that's your website for the Lost and Found Grief Center. Is there cost to any of this?
So all of our therapeutic grief support groups and our workshops are at no cost to families. The only service we provide that has a fee is that individual counseling.
And how do you raise your money?
We do 4 major events a year, so we host those throughout the year through sponsorships and different things like that. And then we also partner with local businesses for third-party fundraisers, and we're incredibly grateful to be in such a generous community like Springfield because we do have some very loyal donors that do private donations for us as well.
A great cause, a Lost and Found Grief Center at 1555 South Glenstone. You can reach them at lostandfoundozarks.com for information. Thank you for being here, Mehleena.
Thank you.
And join us next time here on Mediacom News Leaders.